Hey everybody, welcome back to the Cook Show. Well, we got a special edition video for you today. I'm going to teach you how to make a nice little dinner at the house. A beefsteak con tostones, papitas fritas. And for those of you who don't speak no Spanish, that's a little steak, some fried bananas, and some French fries. So we're going to go ahead and get the show started, teach y'all a little something, and show you how easy it is to make a nice little steak dinner with some side dishes at your house anytime you like. So stick around, you're going to enjoy the show, I guarantee. Let's cook something. So first thing we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and show you how to get this little steak tuned up, okay? Show you what we got going on here today. Today, we have from our favorite location. It's a sirloin tip side steak. It's thin sliced, also called a beefsteak. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to take this right here. We're going to season him up. We're going to get everything nice and tight and show you how to make yourself a nice little dinner at the house. All right. So, like always, we'll go ahead and get our skillets up there around medium, okay? Then on this particular steak, what I want to show you is how to set up the skillet before you even put the meat in the skillet, okay? So let me show you a few things. I'm gonna get you down here to the skillet and walk you through this step by step. You see how that's nice and empty right there at the moment? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and put 2 cups, okay? 2 cups of water, drop them right down in there like that. That's 1, 2, okay? We'll start that off just like that, nice and simple. Then, for those of you who are unfamiliar with seasoning, let me just show you a little something here. There's a little something special for you today, okay? This is a Spanish seasoning, okay? Get this up here so you can see what we're talking about. This particular seasoning is made by Goya. It's called sofrito, okay? Nice little blend of all different types of seasonings. You can read about it later. We're gonna drop 2 spoons of this down in here, okay? 1, 2. Pretty simple. For most of you you should be able to, most of you, not all of you, but most of you should at least be able to count to 2, okay? So, we'll go ahead and put the lid back on this bad boy. That's what that looks like right there. Now, we're gonna drop this over here, out of the way. And then we're gonna open up one more. Don't worry, I'm gonna have all this in the recipe. You'll be able to read it later. But the second one is Sofrito's brother, Goya Raquito, okay? We're gonna go ahead and slam 2 of him down in there, 1 of him, 1 right there, okay? Just like that. So now, that's another 2 scoops, okay? Like I said, you should be able to count to 2, so it shouldn't be that big of a deal, right? Then, we're gonna take this little package right here, okay? Get this up here so you can see it. It's called Sazon, also made by Goya, another Spanish product. This right here is going to add some amazing color to the food, and it's also going to add some flavor down in there as well. So we're going to go ahead and dump the whole package down in there, okay? Just like that. Not a big deal. Then we're going to go ahead and break out a little bit of, we've already discussed this for those of you who are new to the show. It's called adobo by Goya. It's also a wonderful blend of seasoning. So we'll get some of him down in there. If you're trying to measure this, I'm going to say it's going to be around a teaspoon, okay? Not a tablespoon, but a teaspoon. Then last but not least, go ahead and get this in there for you. This right here, this is minced garlic, okay? Save you the trouble of having to go through crushing up a whole garlic clove by yourself. But this is going to be about a tablespoon, teaspoon and a half of minced garlic. Go ahead and dump him right down in there like that. See? Look at here. You can't just drop this meat down in this skillet. by itself with the skillet and expect it to come out tasting amazing. Okay, you got to put a little something on there. Okay, get a little bit of see, so it's a moment when you put him in your mouth, right? So we're gonna go ahead and get you back down in there in that skillet so you can understand what's happening. Then put the lid back on this bad boy. I don't want to spill none of this here. You know, like I told you many times, safety first. Okay, so we'll go ahead, kind of blend that around in there a little bit. Stir him up. He's on medium heat, just for those of you who are trying to keep up with the program, right? That's on medium heat. Now, we'll go ahead and open up this steak. Be careful with your knife. Don't cut yourself. Right? We'll go ahead and open him up. And we're going to bring him over here so you can see this. Okay? See that? Nice and pretty. Nice and thin sliced. I'm going to go ahead. We're just going to put a little bit of adobo on there. Then we're going to take these steaks and we're going to lay them right down in that seasoning. Seasoned up water, right? Lay them right down in there, all together. It's a beautiful thing, okay? This right here, I'll tell you, easily feed a family of 4 or 5, okay? Not a big deal. Look how easy that is, okay? You put all that down in there, not a big deal. And we're gonna go ahead and just put the lid back on that bad boy, okay? Get the lid on him. That way, he can do his thing, and we can get along with the program, okay? Because the next thing we're gonna do here is we're gonna add some vegetables up in here, okay? This is just real simple, little bird's eye pack of vegetables, okay? You ain't gotta grow a garden. You don't gotta worry about going out there. You just run on down to the supermarket and get you a little pack of some mixed vegetables, okay? Bird's eye mixed vegetables. It's gonna add nice little something to the dinner, okay? We're just gonna cut him open, right? Cut him open. We're gonna go ahead and dump him off right off in this pot right here and leave him alone. Mind your own business while he's back in there doing his thing, okay? And just to help him along, we're gonna add 1 cup of water down in there. We're gonna kick the heat up on this bad boy so y'all can see this. We're gonna get him up to right around medium low, okay? And let him sit back there for a minute and do his thing. Now, we also are gonna go ahead and fire up, yes, my buddy, the air fryer. I'm gonna drop some of these super crispy steak cut fries down in there to go along with the dinner, okay? So I'm gonna go ahead and set the air fryer to 400 degrees. I'm gonna drop these bad boys down in there for about 15 minutes. About halfway through there, I'm gonna pull them out, give them a little stir up, make sure everybody gets cooked thoroughly all the way through. So go ahead and get these bad boys in the air fryer. We'll fill up this air fryer bucket here about halfway. Maybe a little more than halfway. Pretty simple. You know, it's not a big deal. Get that in there like that right there. I'm sure what we're talking about. You can see that. These are some big, thick steak cut fries. Really nice fries, you know. We'll slide these bad boys up in here just like they are. Kick him down to about 15 minutes. Get down here where I can see something. Make sure he's on 400. Pretty simple. So far, we've done the Goyo adobo. Okay? We did the Goyo recadito, and sofrito, and some minced garlic. Really, it's pretty simple, folks. You know, if you don't have these type of seasonings or you're unfamiliar with them, you just don't know where to get them, salt and pepper be just fine, a little garlic. It just depends on your flavor, you know, your taste, what you like. This right here, happens to give everything that we're cooking here on the Cook Show a superb flavor. Almost as good as Grandma cooked it. Maybe even better because Big T's cooking it. But at this point, we have the steak going on. We got the vegetables going on. We got the French fries going on. Right about this time, we're gonna have some cold beers going on. So cheers to all of you. You gotta have your priorities in order so you can cook things smoothly. Now, what we're gonna do here is we're gonna go ahead and cook us up a little something extra on this dinner. And we're gonna throw down some tostones. Now, for those of you who do not know what this is, it's very similar to the banana family, but it's got a nice texture, nice little something something. And we're gonna go ahead and drop these down in the heat in the fryer on the cast iron skillet. It's got some preheated oil. We're gonna cook these up while everything's doing its thing. Let me go ahead and drop a few of these down in here. And go ahead and get this on its way, right? So these are frozen. Pick these up anywhere, any local supermarket for the most part. Drop these bad boys down in here. Right now we are on a medium-low heat, so you're not burning yourself up. I'll drop about 3 of them down in there for those of you who've never cooked any of them before, because they are pretty good size. And you know, we got things going on here. We got some tostones over here. We got our beefsteak doing this thing right here. Let me go ahead and show you down in there. See that? It's coming right along. It's doing its thing. Okay. We have our mixed vegetables back there in the corner. You know, doing their thing. Everybody's acting right. Nobody giving us no attitude at the moment. And my mascot, he's over there chilled out as well. So this whole dinner, you know, something really, really nice that y'all can do at the house, at your leisure, you know. It's something that from the beginning to the end, it's about a 30-minute little program, okay? And it really doesn't get much simpler than that, you know. We're gonna go ahead and let these things do their thing, and I'll be right back with you, and we'll show you how all this wraps up. But hey, listen, for those of you who have not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Hit the little bell so you can receive notifications of future videos. And you know, I just want to take this opportunity while we're doing this video tonight to go ahead and give a shout out to all the guys at the shop, at the garage, all the drivers, all the support that you're giving me. I really appreciate it. You know who you are. Keep up the good work. And listen, when you guys are ready to do something, you want to fire up the grill, you want to teach somebody how to cook something, you just let Big T know. Because we're going to come on out and we're going to do some cooking on location and show some folks some different recipes. So everybody out there, thumbs up. Give me a thumbs up and let somebody know about the Cook Show so we can help somebody teach something together. So we'll wrap this up in a minute. I'll be right back. Thanks. All right, so right now our tostones have been in there about 3-4 minutes. I've flipped them over one time. But what I want to point out to you so you know how this works is that when these bad boys start floating, okay, you see them floating around in there like that? They get into a golden brown. Now the temperature is right around medium high, okay, on this grease. So these are just floating around in there like that, okay? They get into a golden brown, right? And they're almost done, okay? So we're gonna pull these out of here in just a second. First, before I pull them out of there, I want to show you what things are going on here in this skillet with the steak, okay? You see that's kind of bubbling up in there a little bit like that? Boy, I wish we had some smell-o-vision. Let me help you out. Maybe y'all can smell some of that because this shit is smelling really, really good, boy. Here, almost don't even want to finish with the video. I'll just go ahead and get this out of here and eat. But the steak, see, you leave it in there like that, let it do its thing, and it's gonna be really, really tender, okay? Now our vegetables are back here in the back. Vegetables gonna need some love too. Vegetables back there doing their thing, okay? They're boiling up a little bit. We're gonna go ahead and turn that on down to low, okay? And let them do their thing. Because vegetables like that, mixed vegetables, they don't really need a whole bunch of heat. They don't need a whole bunch of time. So you go ahead and turn that on low and just let it ride on out, okay? Now, our French fries, we'll go ahead and pull these guys out of here, out of this air fryer, show you a little bit about what's going on in here, okay? We're just gonna give them a quick little stir around, flip them around a little bit like that right there. And then, while I've got them out, I'm gonna go ahead and give them a little shot of a little bit of salt, okay? Not too much, just enough to season them up a little bit there. As you notice, when I put them in there, we didn't put anything on them. So, flip them around a little bit more, and slip them right back off in that air fryer. Boom. They're going right back on time, just like they should be, okay? So right now, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out this first batch of tostones, because they're looking really, really good, okay? I'm gonna get you a close-up on this here in just a second. I'm gonna take these out, and I'm gonna drop 3 more down in there, okay? Because today, happen to be feeding 4 people, and I know I have a couple of my buddies at work. Andre asked me, man, you cook a lot of food. Who you cooking all that food for? Well, you know, sometimes you gotta cook some food. You got that down in there? Oh yeah. Take it easy, easy. Don't get carried away. What happens is, because these tostones are frozen, sometimes when you drop them down in the grease don't like frozen too much. So, gotta be careful with that, you know. Just try not to burn yourself up. You know. Keep things under control. Well, let me show you these tostones, what they look like. For those of you who are trying to figure out what in the hell is a banana doing in a skillet. Look, this thing right here, they're delicious. Delicious, I'm telling you. That bad boy right there. Hit him with a little ketchup, a little hot sauce, and it's on. Yep. So let me go ahead and put this down here and tend to things, and we'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Okay, everybody. Things coming along just as planned. So we're gonna go ahead and wrap all this up. Let me hit these tostones one more time. I'm gonna give them one last flip, so we can finish them off while we wrap this all up. But everything's pretty much coming along as planned. But let me just show you a little something extra, okay? Because this steak right here, you know, the steak is very well seasoned at this point. But let me just go ahead and show you how we're gonna top this bad boy off, okay? We're gonna lay these onions down in here for a second. I already pre-sliced them, just try to save a little bit of time. But we're gonna lay these onions down in here for just a minute so that they can finish seasoning off everything down there in that juice, okay? And then when we take them out, you're still gonna have a little bit of crunch. A little bit of crunch to them. I'm gonna set that on there for a minute. Let that do its thing. And our French fries are done. I ended up putting them back down in the air fryer for about another 5-10 minutes. Let me go ahead and take them out of there. That's a nice thing about cooking at the house, is you can adjust time. You can then put things back in to cook however you like, right? And then, hold on just a minute. Oh shit! Look at that! If that happens, you just put that in the sink. Don't you worry about that. And reach down in there and get you another one, okay? Because that ain't the end of the world. Because I got backup. So our tostones, let me show you what's going on right here, okay? These are done. These bad boys are done. Just gonna go ahead and reach down in there and grab them and set him over here on our plate. little plate with a napkin right there so it can absorb up some of that extra grease. Get that off there. Now when I put these on here, let me show you all a little something. Because these bad boys are still wet, okay? I'm gonna dash, just a little dash of salt on there while they're wet. And this is just what your restaurant guys do, okay? Boom. They throw a little bit of extra salt on there when it comes out of there. Oh, look at that, okay? Absolutely gorgeous. Cooked right in your house, okay? You just follow these easy little steps. Now, our steak is done, okay? Our onions, they're done. So, we'll go ahead and pull all this out of here, turn everything off, okay? We're gonna go ahead and put together a plate and show you what that looks like. Give me 1 second. All right, we're gonna go ahead and wrap this up, show you how all this comes together and what a beautiful thing it can be. Learning how to cook, knowing how to cook in your own house. Let me show you something. So we're gonna reach down in here. We're gonna take some of this steak out, okay? What we're gonna do, we're gonna take some of this out of here. Reach down in there, get some of them onions up on top of that. Look at that, boy. I'm telling you what, that right there is a beautiful thing, okay? So we got some onions up on top of that. That's pretty. Then we're gonna slide over here. We're gonna come down in this little pot right here. We're gonna get us some mixed vegetables up out of there. Just like that. Beautiful thing. Then we're gonna jump it on over 1 notch. Grab us up a couple of these bad ass tostones. Yes, sir. And top them all off with some of them big boy steak fries. Let me tell you something. That right there, folks, it just don't get much better than that right there. Okay? You seen it. Big T cooked it on the Cook Show. I hope you enjoyed it, because that right there, you know what time it is. It's time to eat. And I ain't got time to fool around. Not with a plate looking like this right here. And a cold beer. Listen, I hope y'all learned something today. I hope I showed you how easy it was to do something extraordinary with a little bit of effort. Please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, let me know what's happening, comment something, hit the bell, share all this with your friends, and let's grow this together. If you got an idea, you got a menu, recipe you want to share with folks, that when they come to your house, everybody says, oh man, who cooked that? That is really, really good. And you want to be on the Cook Show? Let's teach somebody how to cook something. Until the next time, hey, peace out. It's time to eat. Have a good night. Later.